Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Jim, what Dugan thinks. We're gonna have an unboxing today. I've been wanting to do one of these for quite some time and just never get around to it. So let's see here if we can do a little switcheroo. All right, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't know what some of these are. Some of these are Chinese knives. Some of them are bought off of eBay, and some I don't know where they came from. So with that said, we're gonna start. I picked this up on eBay. No, I'm lying to you. Picked it up on Amazon, and basically it's a WIN with a plus sign on the end. I bought it because the blade shape was interesting, but I didn't pay attention to this access lock or bar lock or whatever you call it. You got to push it up, and it doesn't shut all the way, because if you put your hand where you want it to be comfortable to do it with your thumb, you hit the flipper tab every time. Now she executes fine, but it just doesn't shut very good. But I still think it's a neat knife. I just wish they'd have put it where you pull it so you're not in the way of the lock, or the flipper, I should say. But regardless, we're going to use it to open the packages. It'd be good for that, I guess. Let me try something else here. Sorry for being stupid. PIP. That's what I want, so you guys can see my mug. Hope that's a little better now. I just shook the cameras. I know this is going to be a Benchmade of some type because I can tell by the box. And I know that this one's probably from China from 6 months ago. And yeah, I buy some Chinese knives and I buy some regular knives as well. Don't hold that against me. I buy the Chinese knives to see if I'm going to like the design and if I'm really impressed with the knife. Not necessarily the steel and all that other stuff, but just the overall aesthetics of the knife. And actually, to be honest with you, some of these coming out of China have been pretty damn good. I'm not saying they're the real deal or anything like that, but they've been okay. And you can tell this is not the real deal. Oh, this is, I'm going to explain this one. The reason I bought this one is I'm not spending the money Benchmade wants for the Narrows. I'm just not going to do it. I refuse. I mean, if that knife was $200 or $300, I'd consider it. But being what they're charging for it, I think it's asinine and stupid. And most of the people I've seen talking about them think the same thing. So you know what? I wanted to get one in my hand. I don't know how close it is to the original. I'll go to the store and check one out. But I'm going to tell you right now, this thing feels pretty good. These are, well, they got liners in them, so I can't tell if that's titanium or aluminum, but it closes just fine. It needs to be broke in. It's flipping not too bad either, to be honest with you. And I'm going to tell you guys, I spent about $11 for this knife. And yeah, is it shit steel? You know it is. It says it's M390. I'm going to be honest with you guys, on the steels, I could give a shit. I really can. Because I don't use the knives enough to worry about it. Is it centered? Not even close. I don't know if you guys can see that or not. Let me see if I can get it focused. It's not centered at all, but I can play with it, work with it, open it up, clean it. It feels a little gritty. It's starting to open better. I'm going to be honest with you. I have no buyer's remorse on this knife. Here's a 250 Bosty Chaos. I have a little remorse. Now, is it a nice knife? You damn betcha it is. But this thing, for the money, I'm not going to bitch. And I've got one in my hand. And one thing about me that you'll figure out as you continue to watch and see, I'm very honest when it comes to these knives. If it's a fake, I'm going to tell you it's a fake. I'm not going to pretend like it's not. Now, I may make a video that says, can you tell or not? I may do that short on this one. But with that said, as long as you're truthful, I have no issue with it. And y'all can get mad if you want. Cool knife, though. I mean, to be honest with you, it would probably entice me a little bit more to buy that knife because it's nice from what I see on the knockoff. So if the knockoff knife, I got to imagine it's got to be nice. And I cut the package. Yeah, you could tell that's a shit package there. That's a Kershaw. And I'm going to be honest with you guys about this too. This is a Chinese knockoff. But I'm going to tell you, I am trying to get the launch series collected. I'm not spending the freaking money that they want for all those knives. I'm sorry, guys. Some of them I have broke down and bought. And I don't know how many, at least half or more. But this thing's dynamic. I mean, it gives me what I want. How close it is, I don't know. I'll take a better look at it. The branding on it appears to be pretty good. The quality on this is unbelievable. And I've got several of these Kershaws that have come in from China. And I know you guys are going to be ragging on me about it, but it's cool. And I just bought it to look at and see what it's all about. So don't piss me off and go all off on me. I'm kidding. I don't care one way or the other. I do what I do for me, and I try to expand and let people see some of the things I'm into. Now, this one's going to be interesting. This is a Microtech. Now, my experience from China has been that these are shit. Every one of them that I bought have been pretty crappy. I'm not expecting a lot out of this one. But let's see what we got. Weight-wise, it's pretty heavy, and I need to weigh it. I need to get the package open, I guess. Here's the knife. It's got oil all over it. Now, looking at it, I haven't seen the other one up close to tell how close they are, but the few I've seen is pretty close. Now, let's see. Maybe I'm doing something wrong here. I don't know if I know what I'm doing with this knife. Is there a lock on it? Now, I'm going to be honest with you. I did get one Microtech that actually was pretty good, and it wouldn't fire. So I had to work on it to get it to fire. And this one looks like it doesn't want to fire. Now, I don't know enough about this knife to even know if it's supposed to be an automatic or not. So that shows you what I know. It doesn't feel like an auto. Maybe I'm just stupid. Here, I'll let you guys have a closer look at it. And you tell me how close it is. See, that's how ignorant I am. I don't even know if this is an auto or not. I know you're supposed to be able to do something with that right there. Shuts pretty nice. I can't rear flick it. It doesn't feel like an auto. Maybe you guys can help me and tell me. I can do this with it. Got to remember to let it go. I thought it was an auto for some reason. I guess it's not. Okay, I'm ignorant. Help. Leave a comment. My wife gave me. Now this one, I'm pretty sure is from eBay. I'm like 80% sure. I've had some good luck buying some knives off of eBay, and I've saved a few dollars. As a matter of fact, earlier today, I found some scales for Benchmade, made of awesome Altum, however you say it, Altum. I'm not very good at open boxes, guys. I had to remember to cover the addresses. I've screwed that up in the past and had to remake a video. Everything's piling up here in the corner. This guy told me he didn't have the box, which is fine. CMB made knives. This one, I can't remember exactly what attracted to me about it, but I think it was the scales. I can backflip it. That's pretty cool. With either one of my fingers. Normally I can't do that. Front flip it. So this is the real deal. I bought it for the handles. Check these handles out. Scales. I don't know what they're made of, but it's pretty cool. I don't have this brand, and he's got it pretty well tuned. The detent could be a little bit better. Is it centered? Yeah, it's nice and centered. Doesn't look like it's got any wear on it. Blade looks good. I mean, it just drops shut. Not much bounce back. Just a tad bit. But if I time it just right, I can eliminate that. I'm pretty happy with this purchase. Now, I think he was in the, I want to say, $40 range. I don't remember. So I think it was 40 or 50 bucks. I don't remember. All I know is when I bought it and checked it on the web page to see if it was still available, and it was, I saved about $8 on the knife. So I'm happy with this purchase. This is pretty sweet. I'll do a review on this one and give you some information. It's pretty cool. So that's what I've got. Don't beat me up too bad. I'd like to get the Microtech out again. I hope you guys can tell me. I might have to do some research and see. For whatever reason, I thought this was an auto. But I'm not going to be able to flip it. I mean, it's tight in there. I guess it's not an auto. And I thought there was a way to access it from the top up here. But it shuts really good. At any rate, if this is the way the knife would have to operate, I'm glad that I bought the knockoff simply because I can't thumbs flip it or rear flick it. And that could be me. So at any rate, I think it's the last of the Chinese knives I got coming in. I've got to quit spending money on knives. I do like this one, except for the access lock, bar lock, whatever you want to call it. It's just stupid the way they've got it. Because, I mean, you just can't get your hand out of the way. There's no way to pull up on it because you got no leverage without putting a finger up here. And then this comes up and hits your finger. Even if I have my finger out of the way, I don't think it would close. It won't. So you got to do the little tap in, which is fine. But I was really expecting it to be a pullback and didn't even pay attention to it. I mean, they're nice and thick out there. Actually, this one's out further than this one. It is centered. So, I mean, it's a functional knife. I'll add it to the collection and put it in the inventory. And again, this one's pretty cool. I'm wasting y'all's time now just flicking around playing with my damn knives. So at any rate, I'll let you go. My name's Jim again. What Dugan thinks, if anybody cares. Subscription would be awesome to help me out. And look out for my podcast. And I'm going to be trying to do some live streams here soon. Thanks for checking out the channel, all you new guys. Have a great weekend that's coming up soon. Enjoy yourselves. Life's too short not to.